Under 17 billion tonight. Suma sanyon lamidum nasadem. Oh my boys,
One mark to two. Yes.
Come one, come on, support the boys, the victory for Gambia. Our people's come, come one, come on, support the boys, the trophy for Gambia. New page in history, forward forever, backward never. Peace, love, unity, all that we promote. Football time again, lose for the game. Come out in your numbers and support the boys. They can play the game, they love the game. All they need is your support. Please, the Gambia, under 17. But the salad, them call them over 17 because of their skill, style, talent is overwhelming, versatile. By the power of the creator, this trophy is for the Gambia, our beloved country. By the power of the creator, this victory is for the Gambia, our beloved country. Assalamu alaikum, Yungileni to you. Under 17 billion tonight. Suma sanyon lamidum nasadem. Oh my boys, victory tonight. Market low, get the lens, supports in the nation, get the lens, supports in the
Go down my balance.
Affair see on the screen.
Dengan dem live.
Ini live. Salam nama.
Come one, come on, support the boys, the victory for Gambia. Our people's come, come one, come on, support the boys, the trophy for Gambia. New page in history, forward forever, backward never. Peace, love, and unity, all that we promote. Football time again, lose for the game. Come out in your numbers and support the boys. They can play the game.
Wow, guys,
all they need is support. Please, the Gambia, on the 17th, but the salad, them call them over 17 because of their skill, style, talent is overwhelming, versatile. By the power of the creator, this trophy is for the Gambia, our beloved country. By the power of the creator, this victory is for the Gambia, our beloved country. Assalamu alaikum, Yungileni to you. Under 17 billion tonight. Suma sanyon lamidum nasadem. Oh my boys, victory tonight. Market low, get the lens, supports in the nation, get the lens, supports in the territory, get the lens, support Lady Gambia. Singing for the Gambia, Buriana, my new mafia. Chaka, and Gambia, full of fire, come on. Kula, say, dumbly, when the Benala, get the lens, supports in the nation, get the lens, supports in the territory, get the lens, support Lady Gambia. Don't want to know more than a boy. They'll not know me feeling as the more boy. Then Islam is back to the Islam, where I'm never on the 17 and I'm not letting far. Wearing another island, the Joro, my boy. Holiday down, who's not to know that you want to go fake boy. And again, feel like I get a pleasure to a beat and go second. But then I'll tell me how the Jabby Java, defeat your father, yo. I mean, never yo. On the 70 of the game, loud. Assalamu alaikum, Yungileni to you. Under 17 billion tonight. Suma sanyon lamidum nasadem. Oh my boys, victory tonight. We'll fly high in the sky. No one can stop it. Yo, Zulabad League Town from the Afcon on the 17th represent 2005. Yo, bravo, Senegal nag bulldog record yo fii di bege ñom jo lo ba yo ci biir ano sa jizi kanam poli famere ci biir bi ak iba sexy bi ak ci biir yo Ansumana Dramé Arna Dramé jatte ci nak ci biir ci rew Gambia ci biza.
Yeah, welcome to the Citizens Network Gambia for another football podcast. Today we are happy to be having a footballing legend himself, former Gambia national team football captain Modi Jain, widely known as Nda. We also have Coach Ibi Jallo, who is a co-founder and a regular in this channel, who himself has contributed a lot in Gambian football, managed at different levels, managed on the 17, managed on the 20. And today we would be discussing some of the issues in regards to the draw. Welcome to the Citizens Network Gambia. Welcome.
Thank you, Mocham. Di wax asalaamaaleykum mboolem ñi ñoo seetaan di la nuyu coach Ibi di nuyu ñëpp ñi ñoo seetaan.
Okay. Yeah, coach. Noel. Yang ma dégg coach. Coach. Coach yang ma dégg.
Waaw maa ngi laa dégg volume bi dafa demoon rek ndaa laa dégg waxam bi waaw waaye thank you very for having us and yes wow thank you very much ndaa welcome.
Thank you jërëjëf thank you coach Ibi.
Yeah. Okay. Before we go into the draw, obviously the draw is starting with from what we are seeing. We just then move in terms of are you? I'm not retiring at the was it last year or year before? Obviously after the Afcon. What are you? Are you still involved in football? Not young football, but are you in any form? Whether in terms of coaching or are you doing your badges or what are you doing now at the moment, if you can update people?
Wow, depuis ma jeexale maa ngi still international retire but maa ngi play fii nii like fourth division laa nekk di play fii right now, you know, so ba pare di defaale suma coaching license bi, so coaching license bi moom start naa ko even bu ma nekk Zurich. But this month in October on the 5th being la def suma year for BBC la ko jeexal, so start on now like 6 months ago, yeah, 4 to 6 months ago, so October being la ko la jeexal suma year for the license, so now I'm a year for the license
some might be so many again some might be to that balance.
Okay. Yeah, ma dégg.
Wow, legi is good.
Wow, mane depuis bu ma retire ci national team bi international. maa ngi still play fii maa ngi play ci benn team yi ci fourth division team moom laa nekk di play right now. Ba pare waaw maa suma coaching course bi def na startoon naa suma coaching course bi like suma si license bi depuis bu ma nekk Zurich ma play Zurich laa ko dooroon, so last month bi ni on the 5th bi ni laa jeexal suma UFB license, so now I'm a UFB license am naa ko maa ngi ko defee in Germany foofu laa ko defee so yeah so ma si loolu laa nekk fu mu nekk nii.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, Baba is just calling me. Baba Moma Nekari. But anyway, so in terms of sa ambitions, do you are you looking at any distance? Because obviously, could follow Kakari, you know, you have that leadership quality. The leadership is there. You know, the videos going around, especially when you're doing team talks and all that thing. Do you hold any ambition in one day or the other to manage the Gambia, or because there were rumors about these things at some point when you retire? Some people were tipping you for a future manager. Do you have those ambitions? Tahiyang ambitions you evaluate. The draw has not started yet. Obviously, there is just a show now, but we'll be updating you guys. So don't worry. The moment the draw starts, we make sure you get everything. You're going now.
Yeah, well, man, well, you know, foog naa ne nii moom soo play Gambia sa whole life, then nga jeexal because football la moom foog nga nekk da nga nekk ci football bi rek so because of ñun dañ ko love ak yooyu noonu so one day bëgg nañoo ñëw back you know give back to Gambia because of tamit amuñ dara luñ loo xam ne nii loolu la ñu war a xool di seet ne lan la ñu Gambia defaral but ñun always ñun luñ xam rek ak luñ bugg rek mooy ñun lan lañ defaral Gambia because of suñ dëkk la so ñun suñ amee opportunity bi why not you know bugg nañoo ñëw back you know pour give back you know suñ dëkk lañ am you know pour def ko so any opportunity buñ am you know di bugg nañ koo def but yeah right now ñu ngi nekkagum fii nii daal lañ nekka you know ak suñ family so ñu ngi nekkagum fii daal di jàng daal parce que foog naa ne ni the most important thing mooy ne jàng parce que si loolu laa toll you know pour jàng aw ma dara tamit loo xam ne lu ma yaakamti na you know so maa ngi jàng daal loolu moo gën a important you know ma make sure ne nii tamit you know am naa dara you know ñëw rek bëgg a ñëw rek Gambia rek you know loolu taxul maa jóg you know dama bëgg a jàng you know ma xam ne ni su ma ñëwee Gambia anywhere you know fu ma nekk fii in Europe you know ma gis ne ni you know maa ngi develop sama bopp fu na si time bi daal loolu laa nekk daal loolu moo gën a important nag you know pour develop sama bopp you know xalaatuma you know yaakamtiwuma dara tamit pour Gambia but bëgg a develop sama bopp rek
Yeah, okay. Coach, if you have any question from that, I'm just answering this call. Yeah.
Wow, man li ma la doon bëgg a laajte rek naka nga nekk di find coaching course boo nekk di def ndax find nga ko very interesting or new challenge la pour yow because from personal experience is different from being a football player so you bëgg a try pour nekk coach naka nga ko find course boo nekkoon di def level UFAB license bi
well very 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 interesting man moom dama yaaga bëgg a you know nekk coach ak yooyu noonu even bu ma play Zurich danga gis ne ni dama daan dëkka bu ma dëkka fii nii dama daan dem di dimbale xale yi you know youth level si dëkka bu ma nekk seen club bi so am naa si xarit yoo xam ne ñoom coach leen so léegi-léeg dama day dem foofu noonu time bu ma play Zurich soo amee free time dem dimbale gars yi ak yooyu noonu so man dama yaaga bëgg a give back you know surtout ma xale you know trainal xale ak yooyu noonu so man it's very interesting wante nekk player ak coach is completely different you know it's completely different you know so loolu daf ma motivate bu baax you know gis naa ne nii daal loo nekk football player the biggest the stars ak yooyu noonu minute ne yow da nga war a nekk you know the best coach you know so dafa need lot of things dafa need sacrifice you know nga dedicate tamit comme ni nga dedicate woon li nga play football ak yooyu noonu so tamit noonu la laaj te dafa for now more gonna demanding than even a football. You know, because you have to learn so many things. You know, being a player, you things you have many you accept it, you know, wala din ko def. But as a coach, you know, it's completely different. It's completely different, and yeah, loolu moo tax ma ne dama bëgg a develop suma boppa, you know, parce que it's completely different. Even loo xam football bi loo am experience bi, but make a coach is completely different. Yeah.
Wow. The other thing mooy ne advantage boo leen am tey ñun bu ñoo dugga si coaching bi amuñ woon advantage boobu noonu. So mooy advantage bi mooy ne yéen da ngeen play up to professional level ñun amuñ woon access boobu noonu. Te soo play professional level beneen advantage boo dee am mooy ne dang dee dem straight to UEFA B, then nga dem si UEFA A license then nga dem si pro license bi. Waaye soo defutee soo playwutee professional football, then da nga am pour starter to a lower level, then dem si kaw. So loo wax noonu tam dëgg la, being a coach and being a professional player is completely different, in the sense that soo nekkee footballer da nga dee mun a get away with lot of things. Soo nekkee coach nag doo dee mun a get away with nothing. Everything is scrutinized. So fi winee tey ñëpp tagala ëllëg soo losee rek coach bi faulty coach bi la and stuff like that. So loolu difficulty la boo xam ne nda yow pare nga pour accept challenges yooyu noonu yëpp, criticism bi ak sacking bi, Gambia bi sa especially haste bi ak saaga bi, nda pare nga mentally nda prepare nga pour loolu yëpp.
Waaw loolu su nekkut Gambia sax even fii nii sax, you know, loolu yëpp da nga ko prepare, you know. Man moom dama dee yaaga wax loolu, man mentally I'm very strong. Mentally loolu du nekku suma problem, because of man, you know, dama like pour am ay challenges ak yooyu, you know, because of loolu moo ma tax ma nekk a better person, nekk a better coach or a better player ak yooyu noonu. So because of man pour kuma criticize tamit dama ko love tamit, because of loolu yëpp daf ma make ma better. Even suma time bu ma play nekk professional di play yëpp tamit the same thing la woon, dama déglu ak yooyu noonu, kuma criticize kuma wax dinaa xool am na si loo xam ne nii lu baax la ma jël ko ma develop suma boppa. So coaching bi tamit man noonu laa ko amee rek, noonu laa ko téye suma mind bi ak yooyu noonu, mais ni ma doon def di ma play football noonu laa bëgg a continuer, you know, mentality boobu noonu ma am, you know, pour am ko, because of si part of game bi la. So the biggest coaches yi nga gis ni yëpp dañ leen a critiquer ak lu mu mun a xew, ak win yu ñu mun a win ak lu ñu mun a trophies yu ñu mun a win yëpp dañ leen dee criticize still. So man loolu noonu su ma si jàngutee ak how many coaches ñoo la play under ñooñu, te gis naa different things, gis naa coaches yoo xam ne ni play naa si ñoom under benn 1 month ñu saak la. So loolu noonu yëpp man dama si jàng ak yooyu noonu. So da nga gis ne loolu yëpp moom maa ngi ko pare. It's not an easy journey, but yeah, comme ni ma ko waxee rek, man I love the challenges you ma face ahead, parce que xam naa ne dinaa face challenges ak nu mu mun a xew. So but yeah, mentally man moom I'm very strong. So pare naa pour def anything, you know, to come over to it.
Congratulations and good luck into your coaching journey. New cycle la, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
The other final question bu ma la laajte for the time being mooy ne demoon nga nekk nga a very lucky guy, because ñoo bokkaloon playal si under 17 bi back in the day 2005, under 20 bi 2007, dem si kaw foog naa yow yaa Ibrahima Soxna yena happen on pour lucky pour mun a qualify pour dem si last Africa Cup of Nations bi in Cameroon. This year unfortunately retire nga from international football bala qualify round si sa doon jeex ak yooyu noonu. So li ma bëgg a xam mooy ne with your experience being there, ñan nga hope ne ñoom nga bëgg a Gambie am seen groupe bi at the minute si draw bi nii. bu ñoo def si nii.
na duga si loolu coach because more than am pot si noonu all the pot 1 up to pot 4 Baba welcome.
Boy, balale mare man mom xam nga rek xam ngeen lek jarul wax ibi alim balale pamuru suma ko nopil pamuru suma ka magi am fi calmul suma ka
dem di invite di ba pare di late yow man I don't know man
no xam nga rek computer bi la rek daf don gema ak ni waaye sort out na ko relax len calmul len ibi nawek le lampo samba man ibi nawek le lampo samba so mba generator ni try kan ka mala boy generator ni apo over difficult ni pour ka mala man sorry de understand le nawek la de du man de nawek
ngo foi be sule ba
ibi mba sule
okay
my town di
okay so them town gauna de ngana legi jet nga de now anyway so you started Likon. Obviously we've seen the pots, pot 1, pot 2, pot 3, but pot 4. So Ravanek, is it group A to group F? So obviously, unfortunately, we are in group 4, and I think part of that is soon lack of test matches. He has contributed a lot because that's why the FIFA ranking is not great. This month, I mean, teams here demanding. Obviously, I'm friendless, and we still cannot have any friendly. So we are looking at pot 1, but I'll draw with the start. When the draw comes, then we'll start bringing you the teams as it goes out. But looking at pot 1, we have Ivory Coast, the host. Obviously, they shouldn't be there, but because they are the host, they are ranked 9 in Africa. So. But then, because they are the host, that's why they are put in pot 1. Morocco, Senegal, Tunisia, Algeria, and Egypt. Looking at those teams, coach, who would you? Let's look at the favorites first, and then we can go into contenders. Favorites. Kofogne Fofu Legi is an outright favorite in this tournament. Who is going to win it?
Well, I'm not going to say who's going to win it, but among the favorites, I would say Egypt. You cannot rule them out because they won it more than any other country, right? I think seven times they have won it. I think, if I am right, and I think Ghana won it 5 times or something like that. I think Nigeria also won it about 3 or 4. So. And if you look at that pot, again, I think the North Africans have a lot of advantage. They will not be playing each other. And since the last Cup of Nations in Cameroon, if you look at the North African countries, they've been doing extremely well because they've been tapping on players who were born in Europe and playing in Europe, and then they're changing nationality. And that has been helpful to them. So I would say that whole pot, they are all favorites, but I would put Egypt on top of all of them. Yeah.
Pamodu, you've obviously been there before. You've seen it and done it. Suggest this Kofogne my favorite be in that tournament. Obviously, we all expect pot 1 the favorites in the juggy. Who do you think are my favorites?
Well. Because Senegal, they were the defending champions. So obviously, I will give them the favorite. Yeah, because Nyoko win last time. So obviously, for me, then I'll give Senegal the favorite. But you cannot count out these Arab countries, So Egypt. And we see Morocco in the World Cup, but yeah, I will give it to Senegal.
Senegal, okay. Baba, go for my favorite, basically.
For me, obviously Ivory Coast. This is an important tournament for them. They're gonna come differently. They're gonna make sure because Ivory Coast, if Neil lose that, Emmanuel Kopo, Eman Jamfa, or they don't go through all the way to semi-finals or finals, it's gonna bring a lot of problem for their national team to come back again to be where they are before them Drogba days. So yes, they like everyone said, they like Ibi said, Egypt, they're a strong team as well, and Senegal and Dakom Nunko here defending champions line. So it's gonna be hard, but for me, I think that Ivory Coast, they will do everything to make sure that even if they don't win the tournament, but they are around that semi-final stage or whatever, because home advantage counts as well with the fans and everything. But the strongest team for me, I think, is Senegal. Senegal is my favorite. No, why Ivory Coast is totally going to be a different ball game for them to make their name, because Ivory Coast so certain these past few years they dropped. So this is the chance for them to come back again on top to be the Ivory Coast we know. The Colo Toure them days, and Yaya Toure, and so they've lost that touch that Ivory Coast Nini Bunhamon. So this is their chance. After this more, Nima make more. That's it for Ivory Coast again before they come back again the fragile time. So yeah, Ivory Coast and Egypt, them two.
To do hamga adingra. Fatele kunga adingra.
Yeah, Fatele kunako, yeah.
Okay. So they've got Zaha, Adingra, Hala, and a lot of top players. And they play in home.
Zaha, don't get me wrong, a footballer boy, mom, dafa bari chahan. No, Zaha, dafa mun football, yes, but legi they have too much. You know what I mean? They can't rely on Zaha alone. But yeah. And then send defender Bile for Manchester will defend them in Bula. I don't know where he's playing now. Bailey, yeah. So they got good players, like top name players. So I'm not sure, but like home advantage.
Fanna Wilfred Boli Joge. Is Boli not Ivorian as well?
Yeah,
Wilfred. Yeah. So Wilfred Boli. So they have a strong team. So you can't rule them out. And we are in the same group with them as well for the World Cup qualifiers. So it's a team to look out for. So looking at pot 2 now, you've got Nigeria, Cameroon, Mali, Burkina Faso, Ghana, and is it DRC? Mali, they always, for some reason, I don't know whether how much coach or what would you put it down to, whether is it down to the coach or whatever, but they always seems to underperform if you look at the quality of their squad. They've always had a very decent squad, but anytime Sundamesi tournaments, right, they don't perform to expectation. What do you think do you think that this time is the time for them? They've got Bissouma and Haidara and all those young players. What do you think?
Personally, I just think Mali's then they suffer exactly lu Gambia they suffer pressure bunde dafa bari torop. I could remember being a time ñu ngi demoon play in Mali. Dama fogoon ne Gambia dañ dee am pressure suñ dee play home, but li ma gis Mali pressure bu gaay day am foofu noonu unbelievable. Even a draw is unacceptable xam nga pour fans. So foog naa ne loolu expectations yi daf day high too much, then pressure bi ñoo tegu si, so suñ demee ci competition bi léegi yooyu daf day cause players yi léegi dañ dee worry about mistakes. Suñ wóoreelu about mistakes rek problème la beexoon waaye li ma jot a follow from si team bii nii coach bi dañ ko jox a free hand with all the support bu mu soxla. So I'm hoping ne at least guy dinañ nekk a different team, because they are not sort of talents. They have lot of talents. Players who were born in Africa and playing in France or other parts of Europe, including in England, players who were born in Africa and playing. I mean, they have talent, but the pressure that comes in there is just too much. Probably they spend a lot of money compared to the Gambia. The amount of money that Mali pours into football is just unbelievable. So maybe those things also play an important factor all the time. And any coach that comes in again wants to bring his own players because Mali, they are blessed with abandoned players playing overseas. Lots of it. Yeah, I think personally will lack of pressure.
Nah, yo, mom, you've experienced it. So, yo, mom, you should be in a better position to tell us. I'm playing against Mali, playing against Cameroon to 2021. Or, you know, what was it like? What's the difference? Your law for my problem with Mali. Is it down to the coach Villa or is it Lenny? Because I guess you should know how talented they are. Why do you think they always underperform?
No, Ibi was the Mali mom, they have a lot of talented players. So for Hore, this is in junior level because of man for now same junior level bi la gëna dajel sa don seen senior team bi for now senior team bi ay mo mëne remember ben yoon rek la I don't know because last Afcon bi ni play against guys but yeah they am a lot of pressure mën nga ko gis seen fans te fooguma ne sax it's just Mali rek but foog naa ne this countries around West Africa ñëpp dañ dee am this pressure because of dama soo xoolee bu ñoo play mën naa jox exemple ñoo Sierra Leone they have a lot of pressure seen fans any countries yoo xam ne dañ play against ñoom in West Africa dañ dee am more pressure comme ñun rek ñu lañ dee am pressure boobu noonu because of fans dañ dee demand too much te man I guess ne loolu is an African African countries la ñun ñoo mel noonu rek ñun suñ national team bi dañ foog ne ñun dañ war a di win all the time rek any match buñ play rek ak ko mun di play rek da nga war a play sooy play against the world best 11 sax yow da nga war a win ñun foog naa ne ñun that mentality boobu noonu lañ am te foog naa ne tamit léegi fans yi lu mu tee nekk mooy bugga sa dëkka rek bugga gis sa dëkka dem kanam la rek so foog naa ne loolu la waaye pressure bi daf dee bëri too much si ñun nekkul rek Mali rek but yeah Africa in general lay mën a wax you know naari rek laa doon gis na ñoom that pressure boobu noonu doo ko dee gaaw a gis si ñoom soo play ak ñoom you know ñoom da ngaa gis ne fans yi dañ dee rally si ñoom all the way ba match bi jeex ak yooyu noonu so but ñun yeneen ni country si dañ dee gis different boobu noonu sooy win ngay play lu baax rek ngaa gis ñuy ànd ak yow soo nekkee di nuus rek ngaa ñuy gis ñu si beneen team bi ñu la against ak yooyu noonu so yeah.
Coach Sana, welcome. It's been a while.
Jërëjëf.
Nagam.
maa ngi nuyu Nda ak xaw ma Baba Demba la xaw ma.
Ok foog ma ne moom la de xaw ma na Baba la de man mi sax xaw ma na moom la de.
Anyway,
Right.
thank you very much
Sana.
for having me. Nah, it's good to have you here. It's been a minute though, but I hope
Coach.
you're doing okay.
Yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah. So Baba, yo, pot two, Ko Fogne is gonna be the contender there. They will at least challenge Senegal because your Senegal got tipne, they are the favorites.
Yeah,
No, man ma team Senegal.
Ndamo to Senegal.
Ivory Coast.
Demba moom ñetta
Your Ivory Coast.
Ivory
Wow.
Coast ak Egypt.
No. Coach Ibi more choose Nagade. Egypt mom nari la choose.
Yeah, I mean, pot two. As I'm looking at it now, I would rather go for Ghana and Ghana because some players at the moment, especially Kudus Bowunolu and Nyabele Mada, he's on fire, and then they Ghana, they always producing good quality players, top name players. Kudus is from Ajax Joge, a very good, powerful team, and then the next minute, England, so he's picking form, and he's doing well as well. So I think for two, Ghana, because Nigeria so settled too much. Now they drop a little bit. The Nigeria we know, and now the players that they were producing before I mean, now they have good players everywhere, but it's totally different from the Nigeria before. You know what I mean? So I might well just go with Ghana. Ghana. Yeah.
Okay, Coach Sana, in terms of favorites, who would you tip here? Could Ivory Coast, Morocco, Senegal, Tunisia, Algeria, and Egypt? And who do you think, the clear favorites and then the contenders? Who do you think are in contention to win it?
First of all, on paper, we will, the now one it has to be between two countries. Who are the favorites? That's basically Senegal, the defending champions, and Morocco. But deep inside my heart, I mean, I'm not gonna root for Senegal for some reason, but I feel like they're in a great position to defend their title. I'm in quality players. I mean, in all departments, can become a dispute. And on the other hand, I mean, I'm not gonna bet on these North Africans simply because of the experience supporting Gambian football, and then seeing how we've been treated with these North African guys. It makes me a little bit not wanting to support them actually. But here's the thing: if I have to choose between Senegal and Morocco, obviously, I'll have to swallow my pride and I'll go for the Senegalese because they're neighbors. One, two, we know there is a lot of history between Senegal in terms of football, but realistically, I think they stand a very good chance. I would definitely think Morocco and Senegal would be right up there. Morocco, they've been performing one of the best performers in African football in the past year. I think
are you basing that on the World Cup though? Because you have to remember, because one thing with Morocco, I think, from my own understanding, is they tend to struggle when it comes to low block, and I think they performed very well in the World Cup, and that was because they themselves were playing low block and then hitting teams on the counter. Now, if they are coming against teams, especially the Gambia, for instance, or any of the so-called lesser teams, do you think they can thrive?
I will agree. I will agree at some point, but also on the contrary, you have to look at their performance during the past couple of months. I'm not consistency a lot, and you cannot rule that out. I'm sure the coach, will definitely work on the African teams as he did with in the World Cup. I'm not definitely gonna rule them out in this Afcon because I think they are determined. They're full of confidence, and then I'm players to do the job for them. Like you said, they struggle in the past years, but this is a new Afcon. This is another Afcon. It's another year, and then they wanted to win it. I'm sure they wanted to win it because the World Cups. Quarterfinals. I think if I'm semifinals, so they wanted to be up there. They wanted to, prove the doubters wrong. So that's an extra motivation for Morocco. I think Ivory Coast would be close, would be very close because they are the host, and you know how many things has not been right with them for the past years. But hey, they're playing home, and then that's gonna come with a lot of advantages as well. So, but I mean, definitely deep inside me, I'm gonna root for Senegal to be clear favorites.
It means that Senegal is Mafo.
Coach, looking at pot 3, South Africa, I don't know, Cape Verde, Guinea Conakry, the same thing you could argue with the same it's similar to Mali, good squad, but the potential sometimes they lack and they don't produce the goods when it comes to tournament football. You got Zambia, Equatorial Guinea, and Mauritania. What do you who do you think, not in a group, but who do you think would perform better in that group? Looking at those teams.
Um, that's a good one. But I think deep in me, I think Mali would do well. Even though they kind of struggle of late in tournaments, but I think they got the quality to perform. Senyaka performing, you can attribute it to a few things. Either you could attribute it to technical reasons, or the players doesn't just show up during tournaments. But I think they had the quality, they had the depth as well in the team. So I think Mali would do well. Guinea Conakry as well are really, really similar to Mali. Even though Gambia upsetted, both teams, but like I said, it's a new tournament, and I'm sure it's going to be new strategies. Coaches will come up with different strategies, to make sure how they can qualify to the next stage, knowing that pot A it's more tougher than pot B on paper, but that has no difference. It's just a pot. Gambia was seeded one of the lowest seeded team. Lowest ranked team last Afcon, but we ended up making it to the quarterfinal. So it's no guarantee that Nganeka pot A or B, you will be performing more than Nganeka pot C or D. There is no guarantee about that. You can only talk about the facts, and the facts are Mali, Guinea Conakry had the squad. They had the players that are playing top level football around the world. I'm sure if they put up a good strategy with a good coaching team, they can definitely go far.
So that takes us to the pot 4. So, coach, Ibi Jallo, coach Ibi, ñu ngi am ñaari coach tey maa ngi jaase pot 4. yaa ngi am Guinea-Bissau, Mozambique, Namibia, Angola, Gambia, Tanzania. This time round, Tanzania ñooy the lowest ranking team in that pot. The case in concern is Gambia. Obviously, soon last tournament, if you look at it, I think in the group stage we just conceded 1 goal, I think, and that was a penalty against Mali, if I could recall. So it seems like our defensive prowess have been working for some reason. But looking at this year, this past year, obviously, from the preliminary to the qualifiers, it seems we seem to be conceding more goals. Why do you think that is the case? Because obviously the coach people have their own opinion of the coach, whether he plays too defensive, or do you actually think he is because he's changed his style? That's why we seems to be conceding, or what do you think is the cause of that?
Well, I think it will be a lot of combined factors. The first factor is most of the time when we are playing these international games, it will find that these players have been playing already in club football, and most of them have tired legs. So if you come up with a negative tactic where you want to rely on the counter attack, if you're playing with a team that is equally strong like you or stronger than you, the chances are you will get these players get tired after 50, 60 minutes of the 90 minutes. These players will be tired. They won't have the legs anymore because they're already in mid-season, playing week in, week out. Some of them are playing 2 games in a week. And then obviously that's what you want, your players to be playing their club football. And then when you bring them to play like that, you don't expect them to have the legs to carry on for that 90 minutes. And unfortunately, you don't have much substitutions to do. So it's always going to be a problem, always going to be a problem. And it's unfortunate with us, Africa, we have to rely on the European calendar in whatever we are doing when it comes to our football. And it's very sad. It's very, very sad because by the time these players reach back home, it's already a long journey flight and they have been playing again. They're too tired. and then you come back on the training. The coach have only what, couple of days, if that, to do a tactical preparation with these players for a game, and it's always a problem. But I mean, one thing that I know for sure, the coach is not stupid. We might not like the style of play he always try to imply on that, but he knows exactly this Cup of Nations. None of these countries will take Gambia for granted. That's never going to happen. So if they go there, they think these countries will take us for granted and we can just come and make it easy, like how lucky we was. I mean, it's not going to happen like that. Yes, we all Gambians, we all patrons, we all going to root for our country. But I am pretty much sure he will be preparing the team to tell them that, listen, the last one and this one is completely different. This one, none of these countries will take us for granted. They will come all out because they will not want to be humiliated. So it will be a challenge. But I think the Gambia always been a resilient country. Anybody who underestimate us, you tend to fail all the time. So yeah, leaking goals, there's a lot of combined factors. But the main one, I think, is playing negative tactics, and then these players will not have the legs to do it. They won't have the legs to do it. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, just to add on that, I think Coach did mention one important thing, that is a negative a tactic that is not appropriate for the team. I did had a discussion with the coach couple of weeks ago. It was live, and I did ask him about this defensive mentality, which he agreed. He said yes, he feel like he's going to defend, but also that's what is giving him results. So people, he respect what people want, he understand what people want, but this is what he wants to do with the team. And then I asked a follow-up question, because during the course of the qualifiers, I realized we've conceded a lot of goals, and I said, Coach, okay, here's the thing. I agree that people think you very defensive, but we also conceding goals. So what is the essence of being defending if we are still conceding goals? You know, he said to me, it's something that I am looking at with the coaching team, and all I can tell you is we're gonna find a solution to that, because he also doesn't like the fact that they're conceding goals. So they have to get to work to make sure that they resolve those kind of situations. Like I said, the coach knows what he wanted. There is no way that we can change it. Man mun not disagree ak mom, yo mun not disagree ak mom on the way he plays. But here's the big thing. If you bring in in the Baba Demba, in the Kenan, in the team, they all have their different philosophies, and they can be the same. But you need to have the right approach, the right balance in every single game. It doesn't matter whether you are defending or you are offending. You need to have the right balance, which includes Coach Limjoge Wafi. You need to have players that are fit, that are ready to play. You know, that you don't just need to work on their fitness, that are ready to play for 95 minutes. Because then you're giving a time, games can even go for an hour. Almost 2 hours. It's a long time. Injury time and stuff, it will be there. It's not just 90 minutes. It's going to be like probably 100 minutes. So you wanted to have players ready. How many players you know right now? Manmayo, we can argue that. We can argue, yes, we got the players right now. But, the coach did also mention one thing, and I think I'm not going to argue with that again. He said, sometimes you need those Gattusos to win you games. They don't necessarily have to be playing week in, week out. This is what he said. So obviously that should give us a clear indication that he is going to pick players he feels they're going to do the job for him. Yes, is he going to listen to the public? I think he would. But the most important thing, he needs to have the right balance, select the right players, and then make sure that we have the right balance on every single game. Then we are not Senegal, we are not Nigeria, we are not Ghana. Our style of play is different, and this Afcon is gonna be much more tougher than the previous Afcon. It's gonna be very tough, because no country would play with Gambia and said, okay, they're the underdogs. Yes, we are the underdogs. We stay humble, but we are hungry, but all other teams wouldn't see us like that. Because we have upsetted Mali. We upsetted Guinea-Conakry, Morocco, Tunisia. These are powerhouses in African football. So it's not going to be business as usual that everybody thinks like, okay, this is where we can also take some motivation from. Our players, our coaches also need to say, hey, we went the last time. This is what we did. We have to change around, and that is why we are playing. Always, you need to adjust to different situations because it's not gonna be easy. So I hope the coach knows what he's gonna do. He must have a proper plan. But I can tell you, I'm not foreseeing that we're gonna go with the same strategy because teams would understand. They will know what exactly they need to do with us.
Yeah, it's just the draw is still not started yet. Thank you, coach. Obviously, when it starts, we'll update the group, and then we'll go along with it as it comes. So now you're playing you played then in the past Afcon again. So I'll use your experience there. Obviously you guys are vastly experienced, and as obviously you're also doing your badges as well. But whilst you were playing, do you actually find it difficult? Come Sula could be so if you're playing for a defensive coach compared to a coach Bohamne is more attacking. Which one would you prefer? Because obviously Gambia, we have a lot of coaches. Obviously, everyone wants to give their opinion about what is going on. Everyone wants us to attack, but then coach hamna players, hamnen what they are capable of. So, do you have any issues regarding this thing?
Well, man awma any issues si loolu noonu as far as ne ni maa ngi am result bu ma bugg rek I will take it. I'd rather get every game ma defend 90 minutes bi ba pare ma am the maximum result boo xam ne ni moom laa bugga dan may play di toppa nit ñi lu ñoo wax ma play loolu noonu ba pare di lose every game. So at the end tamit kenn bugut loolu noonu ñun ñëpp we are all winners ñun dañ bugg a win dañoo play football pour win. So suñu unité tamit lan lañ ñoo wax lu nekk lañ laa nekk di la wax. So play the individual at the end everybody dafa fàtte lan moo nekk di xew ak système bi nga nekk di play gis nañ ko si Afcon bi ak lu mun a xew luñ criticise ñu doon mun a def yëpp ñu doon individual but at the end dëkk bi ñëpp ñu ngi kontaan noonu ñu ngi bëggoon ñu gën a dem si système buñ doon play so imaginal système boobu ne ñu waroon a àgga ba final ak si système buñ doon play lan la ñoo wax ku nekk bëgg nga football bu rafet ak yooyu noonu football la bu nekk bëgg nga pour play football bu rafet but at the end tamit football is about winning and losing so man su ma xamee ne lii moo ma indi pour may win loolu laay continue di def ak players yi nga xam ne nii dama ko am loolu noonu laay def gis nañ fi ci World Cup Brazil di bëgg a play bu rafet jaman si lan lañ leen doon def chances yi ñu doon am lañ nekk di score at the end lan moo count result bu Germany am against Brazil 7-0 boobu noonu loolu moo count at the end nekkul ne ni football bu rafet bi moom moo count comme niñ ko waxee coach bu nekk ak style of play am bu moo ñëw gis nañ Pep gis nañ Mourinho ku nekk style bi nga am bi nga indi gis nañ Arsène Wenger style football bu ñëw bu moo play bu mu daan play so
ak Klopp Amour ak Klopp Liverpool suñ coach bi
gis nañ Arteta style of play bu moo def so coach bu nekk ak style of play bi ak matériel bi nga am players yi nga am loolu ngaa demee ku nekk li nga am loolu ngaa demee si sa field weapons yi nga am loolu ngaa use xam nga lu ma amee so ñun Gambien bi dañ yàgga bugga play bu rafet depuis time in zone 2 play bu rafet paak bi tàccu ñëpp yuuxoo ak yooyu ñu def 5 10 7 touches ñëpp yuuxoo at the end lan lañ def dañ musa win zone 2 musu ñoo win zone 2 at the end lan lañ dee def dañoo ñibbee ak result ñu nekk di saagal rek di wax ak yooyu noonu at the end amuñ benn result but léegi fu mu nekk ni coach bi gis na ne ñun lii dañ ko laagoon Gambia dafa laagoon play boo xam ne nii da ngaa pare pour reyante pour defend pour nga am counter nga play nga win mu indi loolu noonu place yooyu noonu la am mu am loolu noonu mu ngi play loolu noonu système am bi mu ngi woog mu ngi win ba loolu moo ñu yóbbu loolu suñ force moo ñu tax ñu dem ba suñ force Afcon so man I don't see any awma si benn problème ak yooyu noonu but gis nañ léegi fu mu nekk nii man si lu ma gis kii mu ngi jéem a try pour di change loolu noonu mu ngi ko indi mu ngi def loolu noonu léegi-léegi nga gis mu play style loolu moo tax ñu ngi gën a concede léegi moo tax ñuy concede lu bari because of dañ dee génn a play even though players yi ñun ñëpp dañ dee bëgg a loolu noonu génn a play am nañ quality players yooyu noonu mun nañoo play ak yooyu noonu but tamit football it's all about defending and attacking mun loo nekk rek di attack rek in football you have to defend sometimes foog nga defend gis nañ fi Real Madrid gis nañ fi ñuy play ak ay Man City dañoo defend loo bloc Benzema dañ ko gis mu nekk ba si on half Real Madrid nekk si centre bi foofu noonu ñu ngi nekk loo bloc at the end tamit loolu la gaay winee Manchester City so man football bi da nga comme ni nga ko waxee da nga am pour balance ko tamit you know doo mun a nekk tamit 90 minutes it's too much nga war koo nekk tamit di defend rek at the end tamit da nga sonn ak yooyu noonu so ay foog ne ni tamit you need this balance ak yooyu noonu but dañu war a understand coach bi lii mooy philosophie gis nañ fi Mourinho lan lañ dee wax philosophie moom tamit everybody fan lañ pack di boss fan la commencé si Mourinho lañ ko gisee xam nga lu ma mi so ba ñëpp ku nekk mu ngi wax pack di boss so philosophie boobu noonu la am moom la winee Champions League against Barcelona moom la winee fu nekk Manchester Real Madrid fu nekk so ku nekk ak philosophie daal man suma philosophie mun naa ñëw ne man suma philosophie du ma bëgg a play is back 3-5-2 loolu laa bëgg a play suma philosophie te kenn mënu ma see génne loolu laa bëgg a continuer loolu laa bëgg a nekk di def xam nga loolu so coach bu nekk ak sa philosophie daal.
Yeah, no, that's fair play. So, Baba, your mom obviously every time mom yang si Casey coach bis, it's mom coach be nagina. They all depend on. So, what is it? Obviously, also an update. The draw is gonna be starting very soon, but you can continue talking. We'll have. No, Jarud cut off, sir, because then call Lini. Like we can just continue talking. I'll just be putting it on the screen. They've had the players coming out, Mane, Hakimi, and I don't know who else, Drogba, and so go on then.
Yeah, I mean, Maluma Buga about the system that the coach is playing, but I would never agree with it, and that's my opinion. Luluminu, the coach, we have to change, or coach, we have to come with another system. The problem is, like what EB and coach have said now, is totally going to be a different Afcon this time. Kunyo approach is not going to approach us as an underdog. It's going to be totally a different ball game. All right, it's okay to have results, and that's what we all want. And the system we are playing, you cannot sustain that kind of system for a long run, because at the end of the day, like EB said, you're going to have dead legs. So you play how to call it again? So you play a tournament and you're defending. Even if the more I them, the more the kids are having dead legs. So there will be a stage this is where you're gonna M. And that's what happened when it comes to the Afcon. Because after them before Hamne no it ain't weak. Because then defender, but Amatu Tankapo defend. So you cannot win trophies or you cannot win tournaments with that way of playing. I know it's a good Prumom. He's having results. He's having results and he's winning. Yes, it's all right. But in a long run, you cannot play that kind of system because you have kids that are playing that and they will be tired because they will have dead legs. And again, man, I'm worried about Gambia because
we're not having a good preparation, which is always more than the case. We always don't have good preparation. Okay, last Afcon, we had problem with this how to call it again, with preparations. There are 2 or 3 test games we've never even had a test games, international breaks. We didn't play, we didn't do anything, and we went to the Afcon and we had a result. Yes, but they can't take that lolu nunu and come again and want to come to this Afcon again with that kind of mentality. Last year, them on the amun ben preparation, test games, and blah blah blah. But like I said, this time, every single team bunyo approach, bunyo amrek, their mentality, accent, attitude, accent, everything, the a totally different ball game. They're far over different. So my worry was we should have tried and have proper preparations. Test games, all these test games that we're supposed to have here, we shouldn't miss any of them. We should have all our test games intact. Afcon be. And if you qualified in Afcon already or not qualified, then they muna prepare the timetable be, and then you will have everything, because FIFA timetable that they yaga again. FIFA's and timetable that they again. So you know which dates are you know. So all this should be prepared before. Then it would have been easier for us to go. I know financially it's hard. Financially is a problem in Gambia. Yes, we understand all that. But at the end of the day, if we want result, we got to spend. If we got some, if we don't have these preparation test games, in time, it's gonna affect us. Like I said, this time around is totally different African Cup of Nation. And then Sana and Ibi, what they were saying, yes, you also philosophy as a coach. You said you were you're a defensive coach, but yet still you're young, you have goals that are coming every time. So with this Afcon, you think if we have any of these bigger clubs, any of these bigger clubs, any of these bigger countries score you 2 goals, and so if you got teams like Morocco, Egypt, and Ivory Coast, and Senegal, and them, if they lead you 2, you think then we all Gambian, to be realistic, it's not going to happen. Duñ ko génne because lu xew mooy ne ñun du ñàpp ci kaw ñooñu noonu ñu ne dañoo dem pour génne ko, then which means that we're gonna concede more goals again, because suñ la taalee tout amaatuloo time pour talk, da ngaa am pour génna. Bigger countries like Senegal and Morocco and all these bigger countries, ni fintita wol kay bee faalal soo génnee seen kaw rek ne la rey, because they are big, they got big players. So again, we're gonna come back. If you are defending too much, if the more ngay dem, I'm not for do for romba, parce you got dead legs. The kids, they're all weak, they're all dead because they're defending every 90 minutes of their life. So they're not gonna maintain that defensive force or defensive fitness for the rest of the tournament. New players at the attacks and new seen boba sax dañ dé sona as the tournament ni mo démé sakatu ma ñoo xamné né every game dañ wara am pour defend. Pour defend is hard, Pamodo knows, because we have more amulo time to breathe, pour noki. Parce que ya ngay defend full time, so amulo time pour noki. So these are all these are all things you have the coach have to think about it. Like I said, we're not gonna force him, and he's gonna do whatever he wants to do because he's gonna bring this defensive fixture. But like I said, it's different ball game. This time it's different ball game. It's different Afcon. It's every team among till last Afcon and we beat them. If we have them this time, it's gonna be totally different. So for me, I guess that the ministry and the federation, they should have make it possible for boy send preparation this time. Mobile, maybe that will help as well. Preparation will be subahe. It might help us to at least new sorry to. Yeah, thanks.
Ole, waxal leen Chama. Ñun bu
Yeah.
ñu liga baba mu fee laaka ay ñetti ñenenti laaka. Su ma woon na wax benn wax. Yi dugga si soose si olof si angale pour lal muy def loolu. The motor bi
Okay.
de mën a jubóo kenn.
So at this, the draw has already started. So Group A currently, ñu fa amangum Ivory Coast, pot 4 ñu fa dugga mooy Guinea Bissau. So ñu ngi war a draw A2, A3. So Group B, B1 drawing ko, pot 1 bi génneegul. So Mozambique ñoo fa nekkangum. Group C, Gambia. Gambia is in Group C at the moment. Group D, Angola.
Mo, are you writing it down, mate?
Yeah. I'm just writing it down.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So whilst we're doing this, Coach, I would just ask you, Coach Sana. Baba has ranted all day long about about the defensive coach. But are you for substance or style? Do you want to win or do you want to just do style matter?
I have to be respectful to any coach that is given the job. I might have a different approach, but this is what the coach said. This is what he believes in, and then and I believe the people that appoints him, gave him a job, needs to look at his CV, and they need to look at all these things. All these things will come into play. What are the style of play? What are his philosophies? So I'm not gonna agree with it. If that is what is gonna give him results, like I said, I'm gonna take results over anything. I would take results over performance right now.
Yeah. So yeah, group. So
are we on Group C?
Yeah, until we are in Group C.
Okay.
But we are the only drawn team already. They are doing the pot 4s now.
But you can't show it on the bigger screen, mate.
So
No, that would
it look like Guinea-Bissau, Ivory Coast,
yeah.
Group A.
Yeah. Loolu dafa nekk copyright suñ ko liyee.
Yeah.
So at this moment in time, Namibia is Group E, Tanzania Group F. So léegi ñu ngi dem gaa ngi draw pot 3. So Group A léegi mu ngi look leaning now. So Group A is Ivory Coast, Equatorial Guinea, and Guinea-Bissau for now. Ivory Coast. Ko janko binana? Wow, okay.
Wow, so much munu bindana ka atole abindare, you know.
Nah, so
so small rana tay rang de jay boy sim beda wi nga tok ni boy di market yaangi so sa hubi bi ta client nga ha
group B yaa ngi am
yaata be munuma ala kër ko ma ngi tok di libi suma
tata sarak
group B yaa ngi am Cape Verde, Mozambique at this moment in time. Group B yaa ngi am Cape Verde, Mozambique. So let's see ñun kan mooy jógee foofu léegi on pot 3 to join Group C. Guinea. Is it Guinea Conakry? Is that Conakry or Bissau?
No, Conakry.
Oh my God. That's it. To the ñom ñoo doon join noonu guy.
Listen, I'll tell you this. Gambia, we have a strong history. Ñoo Guinea Conakry from years and years and years and time bu gaay di am Titi Camara. You know, back in the day. Gis nga nu ñu leen dee make guy joy noonu la ñu gaay daan make ñu joy back in those days. Believe me.
Wante bi moom
players yu mun a play back then. Titi Camara Momo Wande Suma and stuff like that back then. But léegi is our turn.
Wante bi repeat of the derby ladi.
So we have Guinea.
Guinea Conakry. Ak Gambia. Nda naka nga gisee boobu because yéen a dooroon gaay di waay turu yaa ngi doon gis social media bi num jaxasoo woon.
Gaañoo do wax Gambi.
moom kay moom ñun Afcon bi dafa different ak last Afcon bi because do not nekkul ñun pilar rek but the whole country ñu nekk foofu yëpp they will be careful of Gambia. Don't you underrate that anymore. We already make our mark the last Afcon. So everybody, eyes on the Gambia. So nobody do you deal light. So we have to prepare. We have to prepare very well. We have to prepare very well.
Coach Sanat, any chance there? Guinea again? Do you think we can do it again?
Of course we can.
Of course.
I'm very optimistic. We tested it before. We want to do it again. It's as simple as that. It's not
But
like
Mo,
we will be
Senegal.
afraid.
Bang fan leen sànni Senegal.
I mean,
No, egangon ci bobu. Léegi ñu gaay ngi ci pot 3 la gaay di pot 3 la doon def. So léegi bobu pare na. So group C obviously ñun Guinea Conakry ak Gambia. Group D Mauritania Angola. Group E South Africa Namibia. God. Group F Zambia Tanzania. So
I mean, it's
Boy, for Gambia la morol boy lu tax sànni wuñu su Tanzania ak Zambia bi noonu boy la morol ngeen boy.
wante Tanzania ñun ñoo Tanzania ñoo bokkal lii di ñoo bokkal di seen pot di
ñoo bokk pot. No, fii daa war a xamee suñ sëriñ ndax garaaw nañ ndax garaawuñ ñu jox ñu easy living group.
No, xanaa kan moo bëggut Sénégal fii?
Sénégal
no, man bëgg naa ñu play at Senegal.
Man tamit I genuinely want Senegal in
Yeah, but not at this group stage.
No, we need them.
It doesn't. Baba, we are there to enjoy this tournament. We are there to cause upsets. And it's going to be one of the most successful teams if we can beat Senegal in the Afcon and even Guyana can qualify, sir. So you take those chances. Those are challenges that you want to embrace. You don't just want to you want to knock the team down.
But why I say we need to wait, Senegal need to wait for semi-finals or because
so Nigeria
in the system
we
play, if we have Senegal on the group stage, we didn't see the follow that.
So legi group A is complete. So group A Ivory Coast la, Nigeria, Equatorial Guinea and Guinea-Bissau. Wow.
It's a tough one.
That looks like
Baba. yaa ngi wax ne suñ amee système bu ñoo play suñ amee Sénégal semi-final.
We are Ghana. We are playing against Ghana.
No, Ghana is group B. Group B la.
Okay. Group B, okay.
Amadou, go on.
Léegi so amee Sénégal in semi-finals nga war a play 120 minutes wala more than loolu noonu yaa ngi wax affaire yi lekk
maa ngi yëngal boppam bi de Cameroon wow again
I like it
yeah
Cameroon dañ lucky woon rek ma ñaago suma
dañ lucky woon de
Cameroon dañ lucky woon rek dañ lucky woon rek
gars ñu ne coach bi la woon de coach bi tamit moo defensive woon
we didn't show up against Cameroon honestly
dañ lucky woon rek but Baba bii dina nekk it's gonna be a different ball game but buñ underrate gars yi de buñ ñu underrate de Gambia buñ ñu underrate de
non fu mu nekk nii loolu moom passé na underrate moom passé na
non ñun suñ bopp buñ underrate boy si de
boy
man big confidence ne ni we will even do better than last one bi
you reckon
yeah
that's good then. And group B, Burkina Faso, Mali is in Group E with South Africa and Namibia.
So Congo have.
I think that group is the easiest one. That Namibia.
South Africa, Namibia, is easy.
Yeah, it's an easy group there. That one.
Well. Mali they should win that group easy. Well, I don't know. How much can the guy there am top league. Then group F, Dr. Congo, DR Congo. Homa Dr. la homa DR. Ñom ñu ngi group F.
Ba Congo la, suñ Congo bi na, benen Congo bi la.
No, ñu tok man.
Brazzaville, ñu Congo Brazzaville lañ dem.
Congo Brazzaville len li.
All right, okay.
Lañ leen play under 17. under 20.
léegi nañ xool si favorite si.
léegi nag si big boys yi la let's see ñan leno am.
Man nañu jox Senegal wala.
Honestly, I genuinely want Senegal. Soon amute Senegal, like I'll be really disappointed. Honestly.
Yeah, man, I want Senegal or Senegal. Senegal wala Egypt.
Huh?
Senegal wala Egypt.
Egypt.
Yeah.
Man nari dal, man mom nari like liuma. Man Senegal rek. Senegal soon len muna mom that be brilliant.
Why from nekk ñu am do bari ñu play ci naari so dinañ nanda naari
moo gën a easy.
Yeah.
Players in Egypt are Algeria.
Historically, we did well. We did okay with them. I mean, unless and until you lose a 1-0 or 2-1 last minute. Historically, with the Algeria lañ gëna yap ci naari lolu moy reality.
Nañu joxat Tunisia ba Algeria rek.
Tunisia, wow, man na jël Tunisia. Tunisia mom maynu dem, but Algeria, I don't know. It's a bit
Egypt sa baxna.
Mo Salah.
Wow.
Egypt a ngi dem Ghana. Egypt ñu ngi groupe B.
Groupe B gaad nañ reenté fofu nonu.
No, ma wax leen na gis nga boys yi national team bi dañ dee yaakamti ñu naan néem bii ni Mohamed Salah ñu naan Mahrez ñun loolu lañ dee yaakamti gis nga ñun soo ñu joxee soo xoolee si qualifier round si sax soo ñu joxee yeneen teams yoo xam ne nii ñu ne ema ñoom doole da nga gis ne suñu play bi daf dee ñun duñ dee concentrate too much.
Get in there, Senegal len am. Senegal. Get in there. This is it. This is what I wanted.
This is the derby.
This is it. Senegal. Breaking news. Senegal versus Gambia.
Yeah, man.
I'm glad I did not back them. Honestly.
Yeah.
Why?
I am glad I did not put them as my favorite.
Nan Senegal.
Wow.
No,
I am.
It's okay for them to be the finalists. You want to be the best.
Yeah.
Gambia winning Senegal is going to be the highlight of the competition.
Money is long overdue, sir. Ñun depuis 2000 and kañ la tout leen gëj play ñi xawma kañ.
Man la man depuis last Afcon bi ma ngay ñaan pour ñu dajé ak Sénégal.
Dajé Sénégal de. Den Algeria ñom ñu ngi Burkina Faso.
Ñu ngi di.
Moy
ko ci ragal.
You know, the emotional side of it because people will get very emotional about Gambia Senegal game. It's gonna be really massive. Really massive.
Gis nga lo wax nonu. Lolu la doon avoid depuis bu mo doré di wax li for days weeks.
Yeah.
Bi man ma baba den buga book bi deno book ticket boy bi mom da.
Ba pamul dañu dem de.
Foog ma seetaani ko sa ñëwaat rek.
Non foog ñu dem ñëwaat tata.
Morocco.
Yeah.
So that's it, innit?
Yes.
Whoa. What a draw.
So coach kan do ridal affaire si kon noko amé ma set.
No yo ya nekk di control sa programme. Ridal.
Yo ya nekk di bina man ma ngi célébrer Sénégal yo xamada da.
Sana mu ko amé sana.
Okay.
Yeah, Ivory Coast.
Yeah, Group A.
Equatorial Guinea. Guinea-Bissau on Group A.
Yeah.
Group B. Man ko doon seetaan la. Okay. Mu ngi ñëw group A ñu ko génne waat.
Start up group A léegi.
Man ko read ñu ko gaay de defee ci screen bi because man ko seetaan live. All right, so Group B, Ivory Coast, Nigeria, Equatorial Guinea, and Guinea-Bissau.
Okay.
Group B.
Group C, legi.
Group C, Senegal, Cameroon, Guinea, and Gambia.
Subhanallah.
Yo, li yëpp dabila.
Group B.
No, why group bu ñu sànni dafa saf nag yéen fay groupe safri ngol to nag.
Baba, yo boy, kana judun na bo mo la boy. Ifana.
Group E, Tunisia, Mali, South Africa, Namibia. Group F, Morocco, DR Congo, Zambia, and Tanzania.
Okay. So fogna two teams in order them automatic. Then I'm fogna the another two best how my land third places how ma.
Yeah. The best losers in the whole group.
Yeah.
5, that is 10. I think 6.
Yeah.
No see what I
Yeah. So Baba, we have a chance. So we'll worry.
Best four teams in the best losers.
Baba
Best.
dañoo door Guinée door Sénégal draw ak Cameroon.
Worst case scenario statistically, worst case scenario dañ am pour strategically win benn game, draw ñaari game, automatically dinañ qualify. That should be enough.
Here is the thing. I want them to give us Senegal first game. Ken Parewul. You know, that is going to give us strategically. Then pare. Mutela Guinea si yondi. Because when father tabine, I'm a lot of Guineans in the Gambia. You know, Bobu Tamit.
Manela yeb Dabila.
Game. The part 10 start.
Because Gambia, West Africa, you 11 countries for West Africa.
Yeah. Yeb Dabila.
The pare mangi notice lo xamne is very unusual. Ñetti Guinea yu nekk Africa yëpp qualify this time round.
Yeah,
Guinea-Bissau, Equatorial Guinea, wow. Ñetta yëpp qualify.
Yep.
Wow, munuma fatele ku ban iyala li musa happen ñetta yëpp qualify andor. Maybe I stand to be corrected, but munuma ko fatele ku. Ku ñetta yëpp qualify at the same time.
So Egypt ba group jumala ko no?
Egypt be group B le. It all in Mozambique, Cape Verde and in Ghana.
Baba Demba, right now we don't really care about Egypt, Morocco, Tunisia, Algeria. We have Senegal to take care. That's what matters to us.
Well.
We don't just care about any other thing again right
Coach,
now.
Coach Dal mom amut confident.
No, man Senegal.
But to be honest, even me, the group we are is hard group. Atol kaning grupo likely is
no, I'm likely, but Baba, this is the essence of football. You want to play these big guys.
No, but at least we have like if we had Senegal only in that group, a tough team one, and then we see how we can go.
Baba, it doesn't matter.
The three countries, Cameroon. Boy, Atol for Jens Boba sit for 1 minute and think of Cameroon, Guinea, and then Senegal.
1-0, right? 1-0 to the Arsenal, right?
I think this is the toughest group.
We lost to Cameroon because we didn't show up playing that day. We are not ready to play.
But how do you know we're gonna play? How do you know we're gonna play again?
Of course, right now, do you think those players it takes Solen, if you turn it around to say you're gonna play against Cameroon again, do you think the mentality would be the same?
Exactly.
Hell no. It would never be. And playing against Senegal, it's something special about playing against Senegal. It's just much more than football.
Léegi man naa leen laajte ngeen dimbale ma ngeen laajteel ma Adama Barrow fan la moo far.
Man, as far as I'm concerned, we have unfinished business at Senegal. Adama Barrow
moom Sénégal bi la moo far rek.
Bro, Adama fu moo far na fa far rek waaye loolu du taw luñ war a def Sénégal duñ leen ko def.
Wa léegi harama ekati la rek yow ma yónni la ma jox la ay guru nga demal ma ba foofu noonu nga laajteel ma ko fan la moo far.
No, of course, Senegambia is like Bernala. But to be honest, this man, I don't really care where we finish. Man, I'm okay.
But Lee,
Senegal, like
Lee, find your back since again. Boy,
Silano.
Dafa demon boy.
No man, you nga dega.
Mo manuma expect we gonna. Yeah, all this is gonna come back to what I was saying earlier on. If we have in this tough group, we definitely need to work on our preparation side. Like I said, it's not an easy group. So some preparation from Nekani, they have to work on it. We can't afford to lose another test game again. From Nekani.
Union a group of dead,
Yeah.
Group of dead. That's what I'm trying to explain. This group is the hardest group. You can't be avoided. So, but like I said,
Chama,
all what you're
here's
saying,
the
all what you're
here's the
saying,
thing. All these
yeah,
teams,
Basana,
teams here,
Basana, Sana last game.
Gambia is the
No,
team
but
to beat.
listen, let me finish. The
Yeah.
last Afcon, Pamodu knows. Nyeti test man lose how much? 4. You need to play, and it's not footballers' fault. Yep, ministry bila federation. Footballers they can't do anything about it. But like I said, if we are in this kind of group, we can't afford to lose even one test game.
Well, Baba, here's the good thing. Here's the good thing on that. Next month, November, we have an international break. We then you play FIFA World Cup qualifiers.
Ivory Coast.
So there is no way that we will
next
not
year
we will not play next month.
November,
transfer
yeah.
window is in November. So we can be assured that we're gonna play in November. So that's a good thing. That is a good
and
thing for us.
you're gonna play with a good team. You're going to play against Ivory Coast, I guess.
Ivory Coast, yeah.
So it's a good test for us. It's a good test. Ivory Coast is in pool 1, like Senegal.
Yeah.
So it's a good one for us, you know.
Yeah. No man's a Cameroon. I don't genuinely.
Nyari game lañ wara am next month, isn't it? Against Burundi.
Nyari game.
Yeah, against Burundi
so
and Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire.
So it's a good one. When is the Afcon?
January 13.
January.
Yeah. So it's a good one. It's a good one. 2 test game in November. You know, so it's a good one.
One play game
Are they having any training camp?
Against Burundi is away game inside Burundi. Against Ivory Coast is a home game for Gambia, but
inside Morocco.
Wow, obviously. Wow. Against Burundi is in Burundi. Well, on a serious level, I think Sun Ministry bi ak Federation bi ñu ngi am a little bit issues with who's gonna finance the test games, the preparation. Hence the ministry start nañ the question Federation bi xaalis bu gaay nekk di am from FIFA and CAF. So loolu beneen affaire la Federation baa ngi hesitate right now pour laajte public bi niñ leen war a laajte dañ ne rek na ku mun a dimbale na dimbale but guy formuñ ben committee comme last time bi ñu gaay def.
Last time mi ñaata la woon 120 million now.
Wow, dafa difficult pour nit mun leen a defend in a way, even though dama dee try suma level best in many places yoo xam ne naa dee try pour xam nga rek defend leen tuuti rek pour seen record of qualifying, but when it comes to the finance side of it, really and truly I think something is wrong there. Something is wrong and something needs doing, because so team bi amut finances suñ soxla duñ ko mëna def ba pare. I'll repeat this again, coach bi fum jaar ñu dimbale ko ñu amal ko ay scouts, even bu dee ñaari nit la ñu ko dimbale di ko scoutal, if not relying on wise scout as all of us coaches and professional level we always do. You register on wise scout, you pay your monthly subscription, and you get all statistics that you need. That's not good enough. You need people to be present physically to go and scout. Lolu mota clubs yi di ñu dee fay at professional level, ñu dee travel them di scoutal guy all over the place nga witness and stuff like that. So coach bi amutee lolu dafa difficult ak moom, because looking at the way things is going, Gambia ñu ngi gëna am more and more players who play overseas si diaspora bi, te dina bugga am the benefit of the doubt pour mun a jox loolu ñeneen ñi ñoo xam ne joxut leen woon chance te moom kenn pour mu continuer di use xaalisam di def lii. I think that it's not fair, even though dañ ko dee attack so many times. I mean, we may disagree with his style of play, but daf dee sacrifice a lot. But man suma question bi mooy lan moo tax muy sacrifice yooyu, lan moo nekk behind the scene loo xam ne ñun xamuñ ko. Loolu moo ma jaaxal, because liggéeyal naa clubs yu bari, professional clubs in Europe di travel di leen scoutal all over the place, and I know how much cost pour ñu fay sa hotel, fay sa flight, sa travel allowances. Waaye kii daf ko nekk di def out of his own pocket. Ñaata lañ ko nekk di fay ba moo sacrifice
Ibi harama try pour tontu la dimbali la foofu.
Wow.
You see, there is you saw an institution boo xam ne they are not transparent. This is what happened. It's only in the Gambia where you appoint a public servant I'm not gonna say in government. In our football, we appoint a coach, and the public doesn't know what is inside his contract. What are the terms of reference of his contract?
Thank you.
It can only happen in the Gambia.
Very true.
It's
I
only
agree.
because of few. It's only because of few things. Nyari affair more funding. There is a hidden thing that they don't want the public to know.
Yeah, 100%.
That is very obvious, and
100%.
that is one thing. Lo hamne. So why coach I am doing this job out of my own pocket. Why do you have to do that out of your own pocket? Question mark. And the federation has never come out to defend the fact that the coach is doing all this out of his pocket. So that is one thing. So here's the big thing. It's an institution behind the first reform. The first and people will keep saying it. Don't you say that federation be money a lot of finances with other institutions? It's because they are not to be trusted. If you come in terms of finances, as far as Gambia Football Federation is concerned, nobody trusted them. Because they've been involved in a lot of manipulations. A lot of Alice FIFA, they know, they are not transparent with it for the general public. So think about this. If you have parastatal, they wanted to come in and partner with them, put you develop football, and you get the funds that are given to them to develop football, they are not showing any transparency. You don't expect those people to just come in and put their money in there. Ministry of Youth and Sports, at the Gambia Football Federation, there is a problem of trust. There is a trust between them. There is a mistrust between the institutions. So obviously, sometimes you sit down and scratch your head. You want to defend the GFF. In a sense, the national team belongs to government, and that's the hard fact. That's the hard fact. But also, how in the ministry, at one point, we had budget sent to us, but it's inflated, from 12 million to 21 million or to 22 million. You keep scratching your head. But it looks like there is nobody who is holding this institution accountable for their deeds.
Yeah.
Gambians. And I feel like the federation, I don't know about government, but federation need a lot of reforms. Those people that are in the federation, even at the finance department for those hell of a years, it's time for them to go out. Somebody new come in, hold their finance, their financial transactions on art. Whatever is going on there. If they all the executive are saying we are not being paid, gonna figure and stuff, but they still occupy that office. What are they trying to hide? What are they trying to hide?
Yeah, let me come in.
I think that there is mistrust. There is a mistrust in the federation, and for private sector being no dealing is going to be hard because nobody trusted them. Because you put it on the field, how this will come on. Is how I see it. So, and then ministry is the worst. It's just like GFF is 6 and 9. You get why they don't trust each other. That's the bottom line.
No. Yeah, I mean that's what I wanted to come in. What Sandra was saying, and I mean, if Sufeken and now, the problem between these two, the federation and ministry. Ministry now they know this is the amount of money GFF is having. So ministry they're not gonna pull out everything that the federation want. How many EB? The federation, the national team belongs to the minister. But now, as the ministry, last time, Lowland FD, GFF they know how much money they need for game building. I'm leaving that amount because they have already GFF nyata how much money they're receiving from FIFA. So when you buy a GFF with all that money they want GFF, so the full package understand? They have to cut. So nyom nyar is like yalo ni iba nyole ni nolba kodo do kantene nolba kodo, so it's mixed. So but what I'm trying to explain is football halis ako depends. So munuta am halis nga bay because halis ay yobo football. These two ñom ñaari ni dañ wara am pour lijante lolu noonu. Okay, again, when it comes to football, the federation or the ministry, federation bi system bopa. Okay, I don't know who bring this Salah deal with us or Salah problem with it. But we have Salah. We have Salah. But now we're going to Afcon. Afcon is a big tournament. Munuma just the last Afcon, even before last Afcon, we couldn't have anything in front of our jersey. None of them can even think to lobby a sponsorship. So this the logo that they're gonna use, could a Gambian or whatever, but at least lolu nonu did not generate halis for hamnene. It can munen ko topoto si lenen. Okay, nyan halis bunyo nyan ni I donation I have no problem with it. Thing with all this donation thing. Last year people gave them donation and stuff. They have almost about 100 million, or I don't know how much money. Official just gave them, official sponsor how naka Cisse bobu no ntanyata tolo fenka Cisse boy how naka Cisse boy. Those are the ones that came out. Wow, official give them 10 million. Yo, how can official be a sponsor and then you johe the lowest amount of money for
Moi ko don holo. Kukla don holo.
Yeah. Yo, 10 million. 10 million, is it enough for us? 10 million. Yo, 10 million nga johe. Official 10 million len johe. With official a day nyata len de collect si bir Gambia. Nga dem nga karap fofu no johe guy Afcon 10 million. So Lord, there is a lot of issues when it comes to money in Gambia between federation be a council would respond for Afcon because then they am seen own committee bo xamne dañ ko set up for this Afcon or every Afcon dañ am committee bu ñu set up. So that committee bobu nonu duñ dem na topato dara. Legi Afcon ba ngi be January fu mu nekk ni ñun by now war nañoo xam ñun ban company la ñoo use pour suñu boy seen jaasi bi si kanam ñu use logo boobu noonu xëy na company boobu noonu dina mën a joxe ay 50 or 70 million boo xam ne loolu la ñoo ñaan sarax bi nii donation bi is not a problem but the thing is last year last Afcon bi buñ nit ñi donate and everything none of them came out pour wax nit ñi ne ok seen donation bi 100 million ngeen ñu jox ok 10 million bi mooy bonus bi 5 million bi boobu lañ jëndee ticket 8 million bi transparency amul till date none of them came out pour wax ñu ne this is what we did with the money. No, that's their problem.
To clear doubt but adama dimbali la fofu pour clear la sa doubt bi fofu national team bi mënuloo am advertisement on your in the front of your saddle and back. Lolo, it's against their whatever. So that is normal. So we munna sponsors for our training kits and other things, but
Very
when
much
it comes to our jerseys, on tournaments, it is not allowed. 1, 2, talking about finances in the last Afcon, I'm gonna say the government is entirely responsible 100%. If I have to say anything about the Federation Damakawa, simply because the government controlled the finances in that Afcon. They appointed the independent financial officer to control those monies. Nothing was given to the Federation in that Afcon. Even the bonuses were paid directly by the ministries. So, lolu munna every JFS ñom du ñom munna la attachal ne ministry bi ñom ñoo indi seen xaalis because government moo ko raise ñom ñoo indi seen xaalis bi amee seen xaalis bi whatever needs to happen ñom ñoo ko defal seen boppa even air tickets yi everything air flights yi chartered flights yëpp ñom ñoo ko defal seen boppa so that I know. So the ministry as usual no transparency because xaalis bi Gambians ñoo ko joxe. So this is the sad story of our country. You know, ñun dañuy feel like ne lu ñëw rek dafa ñëw rek romba ku nekk dem sa yoon dañoo wax benn ñaar rek wax bi dee. You know, why we have a long way to go. I don't really care about what is going to happen. I only have a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say
that
so fake the Afcon visa first round la ñoo talk sa. But I'm sure the Senegal will win. The rest I don't really care about it.
Okay.
The
Yo,
rest, I
yo,
don't really care about it.
yo, da nga degel fit sa foko waxe mo garaw. Yo suñu dore yo mom you'll be a meme. Guy. Lan la fu nek lan la tek, ah?
No, worry ma si because na dama xam ne Senegal dama gis dem lu xew waaye pour ne dina xew bëgguma dégg loolu. Na xew du xew sax du mun a xew sax. Ñun mënuñoo
Oh,
win
okay.
Senegal, that's the point.
Sénégal du
Lii
ñu
mooy
win.
problème bi.
Sénégal du ñu win.
But
Win
Legini, with this coming Afcon, guy, how much money they need with ministry?
No,
No,
but
léegi
one thing li ma jaaxal.
Eleg maa ngi ama Ibu Faye maa ngi ko invite suñ platform bi probably he's bold he's going to say something about that, so let's see what's going to happen.
Can you please put this question to him? Hence, you are having him there.
Of course,
Right?
yes, 100%. I would.
He is a good friend of mine. We've been together since the days Muge play Hawks. Time bo mange coach Labjor back in those days. Like the deal Bugay Amak Salah, because any sad sponsorship deal that they under package Halis. That Salah nyunge fay guy because Salah da fayaga since man before my league national team. Time bo ñom da ñom baba ñu ngay play ci youth system bi ñom ñu move on man ma ñu move on fofu non di liggéey fofu Salah have been there all them days but ñun time buñ fa nekké li ma xamone moy there was no money involved in the Salah deal. At some point there was a breakdown of agreements and everything, so Salah daf ñu joxone a discount federation bi dañ doon jënda jerseys from Salah, but now li ma understand moy ne dañ sign a contract with Salah. Does that contract entail money package or not? Please, like wow.
Guys, thank you very much.
Thank you. Now yo na bay because yo mom phone katamit. Yo is Lini is you're ahead of us. Bal my end stream direct. Anyway, thank you very much for everyone who tune in, and please keep subscribing and supporting the channel. There would be a lot more to come from this channel. We have a lot more coming. You could clearly see Baba Demba is a professional now. You see the microphone just in the studio. So mungi am lot of interviews you line up. So obviously just subscribe to the channel, and then obviously you'll be seeing those interviews.
You'll be seeing
thank you very much. Thanks.
All right, thank you.